Guys, we're about to start. Sky, okay?
Oh, Mpho. I was so quickly go to Sky and Amazi. He's always late. He's probably making his way across the toll gate or something.
Maybe it's a good thing, guys. Maybe it's a good thing that he's not here. It's a miyake win Elizo.
Take your bags, not be at the wheel. Kaizer Chiefs is winning the league.
You are late.
Kaizer Chiefs is winning the league. Just forget about being late. Chiefs is winning the league.
Okay, wait.
Chiefs is a winner in league.
The same Chiefs that Nasruddin Nabi said is not yet at the level of Shaba, at the level of Dr. Kumal.
That same Chiefs.
This is the moment that
best in the country by far.
One game out of 200, and then I went to headlines. We've arrived.
Guys, I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
I
told you.
I told him about being hopeful, but let me give him another line today. One swallow does not make a summer.
On that note, guys, please, let's get a bit serious. Please, can we start the show? Please. As we all know, the final stretch to the end of the year is always the most challenging part of the Betway Premiership because the players have to be focused while everyone around them gets into the December spirit. Each team needs a person like me, your host, Mpho Maboi. I'm here to keep our resident bettor focused while he builds his Betway bet slip based on the upcoming matches in the Betway Premiership. Now, in studio with me on today's episode of the Betway Premiership preview show is our last line of defense, the Serial Cup winner with Orlando Pirates. And we're talking real trophies, not that tree trunk that some teams tend to win. Hello, Brighton Mhlongo.
Nazo uzwile awu chopping board imfana siyalifta iphakamisa even the guns boy.
Next up, he's big, blunt and knowledgeable. That's why we call him BBK. To his mother, he answers to Baringbatu Gorja.
Bari dumela Mpho. Dumelang bashana.
Last but not least, it is the man who hits the gym every time his beloved Amakosi lose. Hence, he looks the way that he does. It is our resident bettor and favorite Delulu Chiefs fan, Sky Tshabalala.
Tululu or not Tululu, but you will see.
I think he goes to gym to lift the tree trunk.
So they gave you something to gym with.
Yes, you know what's a nice thing about this is that every show you find it on catch up and all those things.
Yeah.
We will remember all of these things. May.
May
We will remember all these
May
things.
is coming.
Message about next season. Netflix next season.
Well, talking about things that we will remember, let's start with a recap of Tuesday's bet slip. How did it go, Sky?
Yeah, so it would be nice if we can actually see the slip, to see our work here. And I'll say our work because we're a team.
It was a team effort.
So this is a slip. There were 5 games.
Yeah.
And I need to warn people, Uguti, there's this club, Yaga Betway, which is called, when you get one team wrong on your bet slip, you join that club. So this show has joined the club because it's probably going to happen more than once. But we are there.
Yeah.
We are there.
No, that's good.
Chipper United, SuperSport United, the only red apple. If you look down at the slip, I mean, Golden Arrows, Mpho teams to score. It was a 5-goal thriller.
Sure.
Gallants in a Sekhukhune, 4-goal thriller.
I mean, Gallants, yo!
Cape Town City and Ipologwane was a potential red apple, but then Cape Town City scored in the second half.
That's not bad.
And then, of course, the people's team.
On that note, so 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's very, very close.
Well done,
it's not
team.
bad, even though I must say that you guys actually got 1 out of 5.
Hey.
But that's a story for another day. As you know, the only predictable thing about football is that it is very unpredictable. It's like children. You never quite know what they're going to do next. And speaking of children, it's time to check out our first game of the night. We call it the Cocoa Melon Derby.
That soundtrack of your life now. Welcome to parenthood. But you don't have to do it alone. We are here to help you raise a happy and healthy child. First, invest in their future early. Give them affection and affirmation. Let them solve problems on their own.
For Lele is a very, very important moment. Coming from the bench, again, in this scenario with this opponent, score a goal when the time is over.
Don't be a helicopter parent.
Finds Mpho Maboi. Goal!
Playdates are a lifesaver for them and you.
Got up by a second! It's a brace! Didn't expect the shot to be taken!
They can be unruly at times, so be firm but fair.
So Jeden Adams is replaced by Gravy.
Monitor their screen time. But on Sunday at 3:30, allow them to watch Pirates taking on Stellies. This isn't just any game. It's the Coco Melon Derby.
Coco Melon football. They are loving him.
Now, Sky,
You gotta love it.
I have to ask you
gotta love it.
because you're a dad, right?
Yes.
And you look like someone who enjoys a little bit of Coco Melon on a Saturday morning.
I know it off by heart.
Yeah, so who are you going with in this Coco Melon derby?
Here, I am not picking a favorite child in this Coco Melon
Okay,
derby.
just like a
but
proper
I
dad?
think the children will have fun in this game.
Okay.
Both teams to score in this game.
Okay.
I agree with
BBK.
I agree with you, and I'll tell you why. These teams have always produced glorious goals. In the cup that his team has made their own. Stellies gave them problem. Forget about the final. Even in the one last season, when they played home and away, there are goals all over the place. But I'm thinking that Coco Melon at Orlando Pirates, Unkot Algeria with Cup Champions League.
Yeah.
Now I'm born the understanding that they came up with from Itisk, right? And they are bringing that all to the fore. But there's one thing that I think we as football people are not giving credit to it. One player in particular, Umaketleni Makahula. He does such a sterling job for Orlando Pirates in making sure that he is a proper buffer and protecting the defense, and also the double S. Usbis.
Yes.
Uyambona Usbis.
No
Sesana. Iyahlangana into yakho because there was a worry ukuthi la ama injuries ayenzekile. Bayabuya uxoxa indawo zobuya back later kodwa there's something that is happening there that says the 7 games win is not a fluke.
Sure.
Okay, Stellies lost against yes in the Confed Cup.
That's my worry there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uguti, you know, they made their debut. Now they're traveling. Do they have enough depth, you know, to cope with that? For me, it's questionable because, yes, one can say the same with Orlando Pirates, but now Orlando Pirates has an upper hand when it comes to experience, you know, and when it comes to the depth to cope when it comes to continental football. Another factor that we should look at coming into this game, a quick one, is that both coaches head-to-head, they are sitting on a tie. So they've won 3-3. We need a tiebreaker, and definitely this weekend there will be a tiebreaker.
Let's lock in the bet.
Yeah, the bets I'm locking in. Ngiyabona tiebreaker yonke into mina ngidila ama-goal mina. Ngidila ama-goal. Both teams will score. Ukuthi the break is a tie or it's a tiebreaker. As far as we're locking it in, both teams to score.
Are you happy with that bet? Both teams to score?
Yes, definitely they will score.
There's going to be goals.
Okay, next up we have the originators of Coco Melon football. You're probably asking yourself, we're talking about none other than Matsatsanza Apitori, SuperSport United, who will be dancing with Dan's Gallants in Atteridgeville. Now, the Kaizer derby will also see Amazulu visit Richards Bay, Mlazi. Brighton, who are you backing? Your former coach, Gavin Hunt, or are you backing Dan Dance?
Funny enough, they are both my former coaches. Dan coached me Garamco United as a junior. He introduced me to professional football, and then we reunited again at Chippa United up until handover to Ubaba or Gavin Hunt. I believe that Gav, he's cooking. I saw it over the weekend. I didn't give him a chance. I mean, on Tuesday, I didn't give him a chance, but he's cooking with the new acquisitions as well. I think SuperSport, with Bradley Grobler being back, I'll give it to SuperSport.
Malume?
Le, noma ngiyangale ngasekhaya.
Amazulu.
Yeah.
Ngihamba noVilakazi nozwana. I think the international break and also the break of the PIA Cup gave them enough time to do whatever they need to do to drill them in and get their ideas.
Yeah.
So Mpho Maboi umabona bula abafana basembelebelini.
Hey,
What are we doing?
So I've locked them in already without even asking me. So as you can see on the bed slip now, I've locked them in. SuperSport United against Marumo, SuperSport or draw, it's going to be a double chance.
Yeah.
And then AmaZulu, Richards Bay. I love what you said because I think now they've been cooking something in this international break. They needed that time. I'm going to go with draw or AmaZulu.
Okay.
Nice.
3 bets have been locked in. We've got 5 more to go. We will be back. We're going to take a quick break and then we continue with the show. Welcome back to the Betway Premiership preview show. Now, as we all know, December can make you dizzy. It's better to be prepared. And this is where PSL Showmax comes in. They give you the flexibility to watch the Betway Premiership wherever you may be for as little as 69 Rand per month. So when stepping out to buy milk turns into a trip to Cape Town, you know who you are. You will not miss any of the action. One of the games you can, of course, watch on PSL Showmax is Sundowns' clash with Sekhukhune. Just like December, there's lots of money to be made in this encounter.
Ayeye sengeni ngakara manje. Ithi ngukubeka stars wena ice boy ngamanu mate because isikhathi samakhuzu manje. Abo, give me your most expensive bottle. Battle of the Ballers is on. The Brazilians of billionaire Mutipe will square off nezikhokho zaseSekhukhune of Mogul Malachi. Rock boys ubezwa bethi money can't buy you happiness. Kuphi khona. What brings you more happiness than cup after cup after cup? What brings you more happiness than ukusayina uCream? Remember how happy Kune was when he paid Lobola $1 million for uCream? Abomunari, Mahalwa, Nobo ngisho master, Sibumbule himself. Sekhukhune and Seema are cooking. Eklokop, Otishu Mangob, no compel, Bafaki Skolo. Money has given Sundowns and Sekhukhune strong squads. The sensational Sundowns spent just over 60 million on sales alone in this transfer window. They also broke the bank for Rainers, raided their sponsor shop SuperSport for my friend Johannes, and brought back Kodisang from Portugal, while Tiwani was brought from Sekhukhune. This wasn't even Sundown's busiest window. Their spending power is one of the reasons why they're so dominant. But that's not the only reason. Their smart scouting and solid coaching has made them colossal on the continent. Malachi's money has also been massive at Sekhukhune. Babina Noko have finished 11th, 7th, and 4th in the last 3 seasons. With Seema back at the helm, the sky is not even the limit for Sekhukhune.
Mina, gentlemen, I have to ask.
Yeah.
What do you mean, inside? Do the producers know something we don't?
Angithi kukhulunywa ngama-billionaires. And ukhona yakhumbula shaya ilobola. Kwakuyi-million. So into ezihamba ngalula.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Hayi ngiyayizwa asibuyele nebholeni bafethu.
All right.
Isiphazamisa lento asibuyele nebholeni.
No, let's go back to the football. Sky.
Yes.
Ngiyawazi ukuthi when it comes to Mamelodi Sundowns, you're like, I've locked it in. I don't need to.
Ngabaza.
Who said so?
Makathi yazo yabo umalume Manqoba yabo wena malume Manqoba.
No. You know what's the thing? This one, I have a question and I also have an answer for you.
Okay.
I'll start with the answer.
Yeah.
Uyibona le ngoma le kaSjavi Typhoon.
Yeah.
Masithi ngiyabheja nawe baby ngifake straight to Sundowns.
Okay.
Because who can stop double RS? Who can stop double RS, even though they haven't been performed, but one of them is always on the score sheet.
Ukhuluma ngobani? Ukhuluma ngoRainers, right? Ukhuluma ngoShaluli. So now, the problem encane khona la, kakhulukazi for Sekhukhune. Who's coaching them? Lihlono Lusiam. In all the teams that he's coached against Sundowns, Javus, amagoli maningi angenayo lapha. I think it's about 26 goals in all the teams that he is coach. And Makonita ubani RRS.
Yeah, double RRS.
Yeah.
Because
And we saw what happened against TS Galaxy. Who would have thunk?
Yeah.
But now, Marumo Mangoba, we are confused. You spoke about being this, not December and all that. I don't know if you put this too early because he spoke after they drew. Hey, fatigue. How could they be? Because he's been rotating.
We are rotating.
The whole country and the world has been seeing he's been rotating.
We got a
so I think I'm
because of that.
So this is an opportunity for him to take it down back and RRS big problem.
But could we not say he is talking about the fatigue because the person who used to be responsible for the conditioning of the players is no longer there? This is the person that left.
I'm a millionaires, I'm a billionaires. So they can get anyone they want from wherever in the world.
They
So
can
you
get
cannot
anyone they
make
want.
that
And when you look at what they have at their disposal, they have plenty ammunition. You field any team from Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll still guarantee you a result. However, coming back to this game, I have a feeling, Oguti, things are not going well.
Yeah.
And when we look at it in a sense, Oguti, is the camp happy? Coming from a setback, defeat, plus they've been unsettled as well, which gives Usiem Mhlampe an advantage because now he can boost ilentoza afake nje amaplayer wakho umlilo kancane uthi Master Chef njengoba ngikusayinile naba labantu laba who deemed you as surplus requirement yabo. So mfethu na game yakho le, and I think Sipho Mbule, this is the game where he's going to dominate, he's going to rise, he's going to want to show what you're missing out. He comes from Mamelodi Sundowns.
What happened with CMA in the last game? He lost to Cape Town City. He would want to bounce back and make a statement on that.
So I see, all I can say to you, Mhlampe, Skylar, the best possible result that Sundowns might get, probably a draw.
Okay.
Sundowns
mhlawumbe itlo create draw. Wena uEmi kokai.
Mina ngithi ngizobuka manje, mina ngithi Sundowns izocreate win.
Uthi ngizobuka manje.
Create win.
Okay.
Because all I'm hearing is they're playing against a team that concedes goal.
Yes.
They even conceded what I think against TS Galaxy. Also, I just want to put it out there. If they are conceding that many goals, maybe they need a goalkeeper, guys.
Okay.
And the last time I heard, there's a goalkeeper who was in a big team who's clubless, who's still training.
Yeah. Are you going back to the insert now?
Okay. Can we see the slip, guys? Everything is locked in and we are good to go.
All
right. I'm 4 are in.
Yes.
So let's get into the quick fires, gents. Kicking off the second half of our slip, we've got Chippa United taking on Makesi. Uncle BBK.
Abeve befit labafana baClinton lesson. Khohlwa ukuthi badli Paris bangakuthusi. You know, there's one thing. Angina talent, angina depth, nginabaplayer amaningi abo ama rejects elsewhere. All I tell them ukuthi go and play football and play to your best. Chirambadere is doing the work for them. I'm thinking can you guess?
Okay.
I'm also thinking can you guess? Double chance draw Makesi.
Double chance draw to Amakesi.
Yes.
Next up, we've got Abafana Bestende. They take on the Citizens. Where are you seeing this?
Yes, they might have came back against Royal AM, but Royal AM gave that game away. Ilento ehlezi show Marumo ukuthi babela bekuyibona this time around bebambe abantu ngobhongwana bayidedela. So I'm going to give it to the Citizens. Golden Arrows still not convincing for me.
Okay. So what are we looking like?
I saw Golden Arrows score 3 goals in that game. I think Cape Town City on the app they'll score goals. So I'm going to say over 1.5 in this.
Done.
Goals.
So our final quick pick of the night sees Rise and Shine taking on TS Galaxy. Where's your heart in this one? I'm not going to ask the gents.
Yeah, so this, you know, in every fixture list, there's always that one I want to stay away from.
That's why I'm throwing it at you.
This could easily be this. But I'm gonna, you know, since I'm a confident Kaizer Chiefs fan, on a winning run, I am going to go with, in this game, I'm gonna just say there's going to be at least a goal in the match. So I'm going to go with a 0.5 goal in the match.
Done.
Danke.
So, 7 down, 1 to go. It's time for our last game of the night. A family affair worthy of a prime time slot on television. Don't let me tell you all about it. Take a look.
Meet the mighty Gallants. Led by King Kaizer, they are majestic and their pull magnetic. Now meet their neighbors, the sometimes messy Mpisanes. Their matriarch is the melodramatic Kaizer. She, like most of her family members, are keeping up with the Mtaungs. The Mtaungs are masters of keeping it in the family. Their son, the bossy Bobby, ran the club for years, continuing where Kaizer left off. Young Kaizer is now in charge, co-captaining the ship with Jessica. We call them the pretty pair. Junior is a nepotism baby with a respectable CV. Across the road from Junior and a world away is Andile Bisai. He is the AM of Royal AM. The royal part, we don't know who brings that. Royal AM rudely crashed the tranquil Premier Division with their boom blasters, eccentric entourage, and forever clicking cameras. After dabbling in music, Andile decided to become a footballer. With the ball at his feet, he has dribbled even himself. But at least twice in a season, the Mtaungs and Pisanes are equals. One of those occasions will come this Saturday when Royal AM visits Amakos. It's gonna be a royal rumble in a clash that is a family affair.
Now you keep hearing us talking about a clash that is a family affair, and you're probably new to the show and you're like, what are they talking about? That's simply because our own Sky, Baba Joy, his hat is with Royal AM. But as you can see, he's wearing black and gold because his hat is also with Kaizer Chiefs. So which part of your hat are you going with? Because I'm not going to ask you, is it the head or the hat? Where are you?
Okay.
Okay.
Are we Sasilapho? Are we there? Sasilapho manje.
When the Madrid is young and they Ghanaians, do you ask them which one is like, come on, guys? Come on, guys. It's obvious.
Hey, beyond.
It's obvious.
The past 2 seasons, Bafiki Soccer City Royal AM, they did the things. They did the things, they walked away with full 3 points. But that's it, I'm going to take it back to our conversation at Tuesday, Mpho.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. It seems like Coach Nabi and the entire Coast Nation, they do watch the Betway Premiership preview show. So they did the things. We spoke about the goalkeeping department.
Yes.
It's been working, guys. Why fix the machine if it's not broken?
Yeah.
Keep the boys who want the chopping board and that tree trunk, what.
Yeah.
Let them play. And they did that. They played Brendan Peterson, came with the positive result. Continue with that. So I'm happy with that. Hopefully he's going to continue fielding the South African players that are giving him more magic and flavor. Like Zuma or Ulentos.
I'm looking at BBK.
Where it's broken, it's in the discipline, at least for me, especially in defense. You can't be getting red cards all the time. Miguel is out on the red card from his Sundowns game, and then he's all Frost. 2 minutes into the game, he makes a stupid foul. And then he got another one 2 minutes into the second half. So he's on a red card. So what does Nabi do now? Is this a moment to bring in Uplom? So we can try and do things on the right. But at the same time, you also have to give flowers to Yusuf Mart. Kaizer Chiefs fans can be loving with him. They can be hating with him. But Izolo, the way that he played and that pass that he gave to Utupri, that 10 and score for Utupri, that combination, they could have also worked on another goal where Umart was a bit selfish because he could have played it back to Utupri. So if they continue that, they'll be able to convert the chances.
Okay, let's lock in our bet. Where are you going?
Oh, it's locked in.
Okay, what did you lock in?
It's a long time.
Kaizer Chiefs, straight win. Straight win, Kaizer Chiefs.
Oh, straight win,
Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay.
Straight win, Kaizer Chiefs.
Yazumalume said something about swallows and...
One swallow does not make a summer.
Okay, and on that note, there you have it, folks. A full round of fixtures in store for you over the next few days and plenty of opportunity for you to make some money. Let's quickly remind you of all the matches that you can have coming up. Well, on Friday, we start things off with SuperSport United up against Marumo Gallants. And then on Saturday, Richards Bay will be facing off against Amazulu. Kaizer Chiefs take on Royal AM. We also have Mamelodi Sundowns up against Sekhukhune. Chippa United is also up in there against the tricky rookie Makesi FC. And then December starts with a nice encounter between Orlando Pirates and Stellies. We also have Golden Arrows up against Cape Town City. And not forgetting the Orange Army up against the Rockets, TS Galaxy. So plenty to look ahead to when it comes to the Betway Premiership. Sky,
Yebo.
can we quickly recap our slip? Are we going to have a December that is nice, or are we going to have a long January?
We're doing well in the
And it's an awkward December because it starts on a Sunday. You know, so we're going to be December. 100%. So, yeah, here's the slip here. You know, from the top, you have Orlando Pirates against Stellies, both teams to score there. SuperSport United draw against Marumo Gallants, gone with a double chance there. Draw Amazulu against Richards Bay, the second GPU derby. Mamelodi Sundowns, straight win. Makesi FC, double chance against a cheaper draw or Makesi to win. Over 1.5 goals, Golden Arrows, Cape Town City, Bulugwane City, TS Galaxy, at least one. And then, of course, the biggest team in the land, Kaizer Chiefs.
How much are we betting and how much are we getting? What are
So
odds
this is a heavy ticket.
Yeah.
This ticket gives you 18 to 1.
Okay.
So I think Kobe said, I'm confident. I think Fagu 50 rand.
Again?
Yes, so yeah, boy, 1,029.
Full tank.
Hey!
Full tank at December.
It is.
I know.
Kimali, yeah, December.
But remember what we always say.
Yeah.
You can always mix and match. You take that game over and you see that one leg, you should look at City. My phone keep and then you know we're smiling. Get December, boss.
Hey, Buffett.
Yeah.
It is not every day anywhere in the world that you get a situation where a football player is nicknamed Mpho Maboi, the god of football.
Yes.
South Africa, all the matches in the Betway Premiership, NFD, even in the Diski, starts with a moment of silence because we are paying homage, paying tribute to Lucas Masterpieces Moripe, the man who's got Super Stadium renamed after his name, the man who was great long before you were born.
And that's why you are the Malume of this show.
Masterpieces.
Indeed. Well, on that note, you have seen the odds. You've seen how much money is on the table. If you do agree with what Sky has put on his bet slip, you can scan the QR code on the screen right now and get in on the action. Alternatively, just go to betway.co.za, load up your account, and you get playing. But, as we always say, winners know when to stop. So please do remember that and always bet responsibly. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight. We'll do it again very soon. What are you looking ahead to? Very quickly. You, Brighton?
Coco Melon vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also loving the Coco Melon. But
Coco Melon
Chiefs
vibes.
really going to take over all Sundowns. I want to see RRS.
Okay. So, from me, Mpho Maboi, my crew, BBK, Brighton, and Sky, we'll see you next time on the Betway Premiership Preview Show. Ungagodlwa idiski alisegazini sechaka.
Bye-bye.